That's how many days left in the year. There are 79 days to accomplish our goals, to live with purpose, to live with passion, to work on our insecurities. 79 days left. So today is October 14th, 2020. Total rebuild. So why am I doing these videos? What's this whole total rebuild project about? I'm rebuilding my life, brick by brick, piece by piece. I fell off over the past couple of years. And I want to be very honest with all of you, and I'm going to be very transparent. Me falling off and really letting myself go, struggling with mental and emotional health challenges, I was still doing better than a lot of humanity. And I'm not trying to brag here, but it's the cold, hard, honest truth. When I fell off, I still kept a job, and I was still able to put myself through grad school. Everybody's rock bottom is different. I'd also like to remind everybody my first real rock bottom, and this is why I didn't completely let myself go these past couple years. My first rock bottom, I was homeless, formerly incarcerated youth, had to kick drugs and alcohol and deal with poverty. So this was my third or fourth once-in-a-lifetime crisis I had to deal with. And so the things I just told you all about, poverty as a teenager, sleeping on the streets, gave me the confidence, gave me the footing, gave me the skills, gave me the life experience to be able to contend with some of the challenges that I've had to overcome, had to face these past couple of years. So these past couple of years, everybody, have been really, really, really hard on me. All right, let me just tell you all a couple things that I've had to deal with. I lost my mom, tragically. I was rejected by every branch of the United States military after turning my life around, getting my record expunged, letters of recommendation from colonels, can't make this up, was never able to get in. That was a dream of mine. I lost tens of thousands of dollars on the stock market during the inflation era, 2022, 2023. I mean, I lost a shit ton of money on the stock market. A company I was working for where I had a lot of equity and the potential to become a millionaire, that company imploded in a very public, spectacular fashion. It was kind of like Lord of the Flies there at the end. And I moved to Ashland, Oregon, which it turns out is a retirement community for old, affluent progressives, many of whom don't have real jobs, never really built businesses. The reality is here, a lot of people who have property and wealth in Ashland, they inherited it from somebody else. Now, what does that have to do with the price of apples? Well, when you're somebody like me, who's a builder, somebody who's had to work really hard for, some of their accolades, their accomplishments, their university credentials, when you're surrounded by a lot of charlatans, it's kind of obvious. These aren't really my people, but we'll talk about that in subsequent videos. It has been an outrageously hard past couple of years for me. I kept my job. I put myself through grad school while all of this was happening, but I let myself go in so many areas. My cognitive habituation, friends, that's a very fancy way of saying the thoughts that I think. The quality of my thoughts began to decline precipitously. My self-confidence was eroded, was impacted these past couple years. My diet, my lifestyle changed in response to some of these external stressors, right? So this total rebuild project, folks, having said all of that, is picking myself up and going further, right? Getting back into touch with who Christopher Black is, because I'm going to tell you all, folks, when I was in my early 20s, for those of you who knew me when I was in my early to mid 20s in college, I had an epiphany, right? I had an epiphany in my early 20s. I had an epiphany in my youth, and I saw what life was like when you have a goal, when you have a dream, when you're deeply committed to excellence and personal growth. I had a taste of what life was like when those stars align in our favor. And I said, wow, I want to live my life in accordance with growth, with excellence, with high performance. I want to be elite. I want to be around elite people. I want to be around driven, high performance individuals. I want to be around people who ask tough questions about the world, tough questions about themselves. So I let myself go, right? I had this epiphany in my mid-20s, accomplished a lot, did a lot professionally, accomplished a lot academically, But these past couple years, I let myself go. I was blown off course. I'm kind of talking in circles here, folks, but that's the general gist. I let myself go. And so over the next 79 days, I'm going to pick myself up and I'm going to put my life back together piece by piece, brick by brick, one behavior at a time, one habit at a time. So that's all I've got for now, folks. If you made it this far in the video, I want to thank you all. I really appreciate the love and the support. If you want to join me on this journey, and I invite everybody to join me on this journey because we're building something special together, I encourage you to drop a like. Please hit that subscribe button. I want to thank you all again for watching this video. If you made it this far, thank you. We are going to chronicle the total rebuild together, day by day, brick by brick. I've got more videos coming down the pipe. Thanks again. Take care.